So it goes without saying, value your time, value your worth, value everything that you give your time to, because you have to. Hey, how you doing? Welcome. This is Brett Registry, owner of the Billionist Group, owner of Billionist Media, owner of various things. You can find me at Bueller. My other alter ego is Bueller, Buellar. That's the third, 1, 2, 3, Bueller the third. Find me on Facebook. Let's see. The topic of discussion today will be assets and liability. If you can learn what assets and liabilities are, 9 out of 10, you can see your diameter, your parameter different when you deal with anything pertaining to money. Learn what an asset and liability is. So when you go to the mall, when you go to the dealership, you're going to look at stuff much differently. You know, when you're looking and seeing all these nice houses, you're going to understand it differently when you go to pick it out, when you go to want it, this, that, and the third. The key aspect is to learn what assets are and learn what liabilities are. That's your best bet when dealing with anything financial, because that's like the bread of your sandwich. If you're having a sandwich, that is the bread. The assets are the liability. I'll put it this way. Assets is something that pays you. Liability is something that you have to pay for, that you're not done paying yet. So understand the difference between the two. Yeah, you can pull it off the lot, but it's not yours until it's completely paid for and it costs you nothing, you know. Well, it will still cost you insurance or whatnot, but it won't cost you nothing. That's when you completely pay for it and you have the pink slip or the title or whatever the case may be. So understand your assets and your liabilities. That's a key component with dealing with any business, with dealing with any job, with dealing with much of anything. It's all assets and liabilities. You know, your gains and your losses, your profits and your losses. You know, understand the two, and you're gonna do good in life. I guarantee you. You know. Value. Make value important to you. Value your time, value your worth, value your presence in any situation that you're dealing with. Why I say that? Because it's something. Let me shout out to Billionist Community Funding, another sponsor on this endeavor here. Check it out on Facebook. Value. You gotta understand, even if you're flipping burgers, you're valuable. They need someone to flip burgers. They're gonna have it soon. They may have it to where it's machine operated to where they can do the whole 9 yards. But they still need someone to put the buns on the burger, put the lettuce, cheese, all that good shit on the burger. So you will always be valuable to a certain degree. Understand your worth. Yeah, you have a regular 9 to 5 getting paid minimum wage. But if you work that job for 1 year, you're looking at 12 stacks at least. So in a year, you're making 10 to 12 stacks. So you're worth 10 to 12 stacks. Understand that. And I say that to let you know that even if you're at the bottom of the barrel, as long as you're clocking in somewhere, you have value. Yeah, out of that 10 or 12 stacks, you pay out 9 or 8 towards bills, rent, gas, utilities, you name it, for the whole year. You're out about 9 G's, 8 G's. Okay, cool, fine and dandy. Just know that you're are worth something and you're valuable no matter what you do. So even if it's fast food, even if it's, you know, a paperboy, you're still worth something to the community. You're still worth something to yourself. You are of value. Now, how you manipulate that value and get more for your worth is entirely up to you and your brain capacity. So if you're in these books, if you're in that library, more than you're on WorldStar, more than you're on Facebook, or more than you on any other thing that can possibly take up your time and hold you back from your success in life. It's what you need to be focused on is in those books, reading something, learning something of some nature to some degree, even if it's online, even if you're taking a course online for free. There's courses that you can take online for free. Figure out what it is, find out where you can go and apply yourself to and be of some value so you can make yourself worth more at the end of the day. Because nobody wants to be 35, 40, still working 9 to 5s, hoping to retire when they're making retire even harder to where it seems like a full. This is Brett Registry of the Billionist community. Before we get into talking about this money, I'm going to tell you about the idea that we have here for business community and how we plan on helping the community and bring the money back into the community. So before we start, I would like everyone to share this video, pass it along, so your friends and your neighbors can know that it's a new company out and we're putting money in your pockets yearly, no matter what. Nothing hard, no jumping over hurdles and doing the impossible to receive your money yearly. As simple as that. I'm about to break it down right now. So let's begin. My name is Brett Registry. I'm the founder of the Billionist Community Funding. We're like a venture capitalist. What we do is we help you get money for the rest of your life, no matter what. So let's say you deposit 50 bucks with us. We're gonna start at 50. Okay. Let's say you deposit 50 bucks on July 1st. By the next year, July 1st, you are due your 50 bucks every year. That's just from one deposit. But your only requirement is for that one deposit is that you bring a relative or friend that meets your 50 bucks or better. That's it. So before your anniversary date is up, you have to have at least one new member with you on your anniversary date or before your anniversary date to receive your 50 bucks. Simple as that. It's in contract, it's backed, and it's guaranteed. We have to deliver. You don't have to do anything else for the rest of your life. Just make sure that you keep feeding the community and you receive yours. It's simple as that. It's well thought out, it's well orchestrated to where you benefit for the rest of your life, no matter what. There's no easier way to put it. I'm trying to think of a better way to keep putting it, but it's simply all you have to do is make a deposit and get that same deposit back yearly. I don't care if it's a $300,000 deposit. You can get that same deposit back yearly no matter what. As soon as you make the deposit, it's in contract that we owe you this deposit yearly for the rest of your life. What better idea is that? What better business to do business with than us, Billionist Community Funding? All you simply have to do is make a deposit. I don't care, you get your paycheck, you take 25 bucks out of your paycheck, give it to, deposit it to Billionist Community Funding, and you receive your contract of your $25 payment yearly, no matter what. No matter what I want, no matter what Jack and Jill wants, you're still receiving your money for the rest of your life and or the company's life. Now, let's say 10 or 15 years later, some big company comes and buy our company out, then by contract they still have to pay you, but they may orchestrate it a little bit differently, but we will give you a heads up before that even happens, if it were to happen. Right now, I think it will go on forever that I will be the co-founder, I will be the founder, and I will have, you know, maybe a vice president or such to help out. But as far as my rules go, you receive your money just off of one requirement, and one requirement only. We're not gonna make you jump through hurdles. We're not gonna make you do 1,000 different things. There's nothing new. You receive your money no matter what yearly in the contract. We cannot break our contract or you can sue us. It's simple as that. I put my name on the contract, you add your name on the contract, and it's a done deal. Receive your money for the rest of your life. It's simply as that. Now, I had 3 new depositors today. Right before I break down and get in the shower and go to bed, I just want to refer that to y'all, relay the message to y'all. One person deposited 200, one person deposited 100. Now, the other 50, another deposit. And I say this to say that I don't want to give you their information. I don't want to tell you who their names are, this, that, and the third, because, you know, confidentiality. They want their names discussed in videos or such like that, which I understand. But I'm referring the message to you. It works. All you have to do is join us. It's nothing major. It's nothing that you can't get. It don't matter your background. It don't matter your credit history. It don't matter your creed, your beliefs, whatever. We're trying to bring this money back into this community. We're trying to make it accessible easily. There's nothing major in it. It's nothing major that you have to worry about. It's a simple contract. X, Y, and Z is geared to get X, Y, and Z at the end of every year. Simply put, off your initial deposit. That's all you have to do, and it works. I guarantee you. I wouldn't be here if it didn't. I wouldn't tell my families and my friends about it if it didn't work. Join along, add along. It's a new company, and we're geared to give you money no matter what. And you wonder how is it possible that you can just make one deposit and you receive that yearly? It's because of this. The bigger the pot grows, the more advertisements we get, the more advertising and sponsorships we get. So the bigger we grow, the bigger your money grows, and your money is safe and secure. Simply put, it's 1 + 1 = 2 all day long. I'm not going to give you no fancy words. I'm not going to give you no confusing contract. It's a simple contract. Is the Billionist community funding owes such and such this amount of money per year, no matter what. Now, for you that don't understand it or don't get it, replay this video again and break it down and write down what we're talking about. You make your initial deposit. From your initial deposit, that day of that following year, you receive that initial deposit for the rest of your life every year. Simple as that. Your only one requirement is to make sure that you bring another person along that meet your first deposit. So if it's $50, they have to meet it. It's $75, they have to meet $75 or better before you can get paid your initial deposit for the rest of your life. Simply put, I guarantee you it works. So join along, pass this video along, tag whoever you want to tag into it, get the word out. Billionist Community Funding. It's on Facebook. Find me on LinkedIn, and let's link up and let's get this money and keep it in our community. We're the leading name in bringing the money back into the community and keeping the community together. Let's get it. Thank you for joining along. See you soon. So anyway, I came to do this little documentary right quick to let everybody know. Every time I level up, I like to share the experience. I like to share the drive. I like to share the energy. I like to share the knowledge, you know. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to tell you a few steps, this, that, and the third. What you can do, you can add me. You can like my link. You can add my page and like it. I'll share the link in the comment section or on the post itself. But yeah, I've been in these books. I've been learning these computer programs, you name it, this, that, and the third, you know. Even all the way down to my chef classes. Like I even do chef classes, courses, culinary arts to be exact. And every time I flip through a new topic, it always has the same foundation. It always has the same base, similar basis of how it started, how it got started, how it manifested into what it became. So what does that mean? No matter what your passion is, no matter what career you're chasing, it's a solid foundation in every field if you just follow those simple techniques, if you just follow the path that someone else became successful followed. I know you don't get this a lot, so I'm trying to, you know, put you up on game a lot instead of that rap 24/7 type shit, and that's all you hear about, that, you know, trending topics. I'm about progress. You ain't on the side of me unless you're progressing with me. You're not in my crew or my circle unless you're progressing with me. Unless you're here to, you know, add on to the plate. You know, say, it's like this. Everything started that became successful, no matter if it's government, no matter if it's business, no matter if it's, you know, school or whatever the case may be. You got to have allies. You got to have people that want the best for you and that are part of your team that's going to build you up and show you your weaknesses, show you your strengths, and make it all into one. Put you in the mind frame of the movie 300, where he had his army and then he ran into the other army and they bumped head, and they was gonna, I guess, link up and get it together and try to beat whoever the bad people were at the time. And pretty much dudes say, okay, you think you have an army here? Okay, let me show you the difference of what we're talking about when we're comparing the two. He said, you sir, what is your profession? One guy say craftsman, handyman. The other guy say pottery. The other guy say cooking, this, that, or the third. And he says, yeah, you don't have an army. Then he called on to his army. And you want to know what they're good at? Being beast. Doing combat. They don't know anything else but combat. That made the difference. And that right there spoke for itself. Now, he could have went into the details. He could have made dude feel bad, you know, even more, whatever the case may be, but he didn't. And I'm saying that to say this. You still have to be humble no matter what it is you're into. No matter what your field is, no matter how good you're doing. So, if you're going to take notes, take notes. If not, cool, fine, dandy. If you could give a like, I appreciate the like. If you can't, oh well, at least I know you got the info. So what I'm saying is form your alliances. So you've been doing the same thing for year in, year out. Year in, year out. So what are you doing different? What do you need to do different to get yourself into another level, to another ballpark, to where you can, see the horizon of your success coming. That's it's so you can see that it's near. You need to recalculate, see who's in your circle, see who's benefit, what their job description is, this, that, and third, and how they're going to bring money to the table. If you're going to be the boss, if you're not a boss, then you disregard this message, because you're not going to get what I'm telling you, because you're just number B inside of the organization. You're just letter C. You need to be the letter A. You need to be number one. You need to be the head honcho. If you're not, then you're not going to understand it. This may help you get to being number one, this, that, or the third. But you're not a boss unless you put up your own capital and you make your own gain from it. 100% profit. You understand? Like I say, I was watching Damon Dash on the Breakfast Club, and that's what he said. If you're not a boss unless you put up your own money, your own capital, and can't nobody fire you from it. So what I'm saying is, you don't have to start big time. You don't have to be no big executive. You don't have to be this, that, and the third. You can think like a big executive, but you don't have to be a big executive. Understand that format. It's all the same blueprint. You go to the library, get your books, get into those books. Economics, networking, marketing, know the difference, and they all tie into together, because you're going to know one key aspect from networking is your other key aspect from advertising. So if networking is such and such, such and such, and then you contact us by such and such, we can network together, you will now include that into your advertising list. See, it's a difference. Everything plays a part into it. So learn the economics, learn the economy, learn the advertising, the marketing of whatever it is that you want to do. But once again, align your circle with people that's winning, people that want to see you do good. Hell, act like you're the star and you need all of this assistance around you. You need your personal assistant, you need your makeup, you need your wardrobe, you need all these people to be that for you. So when they say, okay, come on, we're going to the local cafe and we're going to scout new people to bring into our circle, and they say, okay, see how you dressing. Oh, dude, you're not dressing right. Maybe you need to spice this up. Maybe you need to spice that up. Maybe a nice bow tie would go good with what you got going on. That's what your partners are there for. Hey, I only got 16 bucks in my pocket. Man, I got 40 in my pocket. So what we're going to do here, you're going to get you an $8 meal. Instead of you paying 8 out of your 16, I'm going to give you 4 onto that $8 meal. Now you're only out of $4 and you got 12 still in your pocket. Say if that's not enough, I'll buy your meal for you. Now you still have 16 in your pocket, and we gain more by going to this cafe, get more people to bring into the pot to make the pot bigger. So next time that you go out the next day, you're still holding on to your 16. He still had 40 minus what he paid for y'all. He's sitting on like maybe $25. You have your 16. Now you got the third companion that's coming along into y'all cafe, into y'all circle. Now he has 50, 60 bucks in his account. He said, you know what, the meal's on me. I'm the new jack. I'm going to buy y'all meals. And now we're finna gain more customers and more prospects to join our circle and our alliance and make our shit grow even further and even bigger. That's how you do it. You networking and you benefit down the line. You don't benefit necessarily right then and there, but sometimes you can benefit right then and there if you can outthink your competition. If you can outthink everyone around you, that makes you a boss. Outthink everyone around you for they benefit in yours, not just for you to be doing them some type of wrong or this, that, or the third. If you're a shiesty type person, you're going to always be a shiesty type person. But if you're a genuine 100% person, I salute you, and I know that you're going to do right by your circle because you're the leader and you're trying to gain millions and billions upon your success. And that's what it's about. I can only teach you what I know, Like I say, if someone's around you, make sure you know why they're around you. Make sure you know their benefit. And once again, this Bueller, I'm back here telling you about it. Because fact is, I ain't got it yet. So I ain't got the time. I have the time to actually tell you about it. The ones who actually got it have no time to tell you about it. Because they're too busy keeping to the itinerary. Too busy keeping to their schedule because they got it. And they keep getting it coming in left or right. You understand me? Know the difference. So yeah, I'm proud to tell you, I'm telling you about it. Because I ain't at the point to where I get it like that. You understand me? I ain't got no house by the lake. I ain't got no $1 million car outside. This, that, and the third. I'm still hustling up on that Benz. I ain't got that yet. But the Federation is going to help me get that. And it's going to help you get that if you get in line, if you get down, if you bring your assets to this team and we get together and make this income together. Make our income triple or quadruple. That's what it's about. Point blank, period. I don't care what field you're in. I don't care what your specialty is. Bring it to the Federation. We need people like you to have insights on the inside. You understand me? To have insights on the inside. or whatever it is that you do, whatever it is that your specialty is. That's what the Federation is about. This is your boy Bueller, Buellar. Find me on Facebook, the Federation. Add us on Facebook. Simple as that. I'm putting together a whole network of people to operate the network. You understand me? The network being Facebook, being social media in general. We need people out there along with the Federation who's representing the Federation to network the network. Make money a million different ways. You know, we got 1 million people under the umbrella, which is over 500 million users on Facebook. If we have only 1 million of them, and we got $1 million circulating on it daily, who broke? Who gonna be broke? Who won't benefit? We got people in Toronto, connects on the inside of getting cheap hotel rooms. We got people in Washington, D.C., connect on getting local transit cards, get you for the low, this, that, or the third, whatever the case may be. I'm going to talk your language because I know you understand me. And for those who don't, I'm going to get you everything you need at a discount bargain, at a bargain price. You understand me? By your connects, by you being the insider. Be the insider to everything that we need. That's what we do at the Federation. Join along, add your assets, and we're going to manifest into something major. Yeah, it takes time, and we're going to grow slowly. But this is where it's at. This is where you need to be. This is where I need you at. The Federation. Join me. I'm as serious as can be. You can back check that I'm about my business. I'm about what I be talking about. If you go to YouTube, I got the Dropping Jewels series. Dropping Jewels. Look under Brett Registry, and you'll see Dropping Jewels. You know, the Billionist group. Identifying with a billion of you. You understand the slogan. We got the Billionist community funding. It's the banking. We bring you more money off of your initial deposits. This in turns keep you with money every year for the rest of your life. I got so many operations going on to where I'm building my own economy. So now you're going to become the economy. The Federation is the economy. You understand? It's everything wrapped into one. And that's what we need. Because I see everybody's at a distance. Everyone has their own thing going. No one understands that they're not worth anything technically by themselves. What I'm saying is, you have no net worth until you have backing of some sort to some degree. Understand that much. If you still owe doctor bills, if you still owe insurances, if you still owe taxes, you have no net worth. Your net worth is everything after you liquidate everything and pay off everybody you owe. That's what your net worth is. So being you is no profit in it. Being you is no success in it because you're not branded. Even if you are branded, there's no income. There's no circulating income. There's no income that's gaining you more income. You understand me? That's what we're going to do at the Federation. We're going to make you more income off of everybody's income. So it's like, imagine 500,000 people, not even 1 million, 500,000 people putting in $1 per day, per week. We're looking at over 3.5 million if I'm doing my math right off the top of my head. Easily in a week. Even if they put in $1, people don't think on those levels because they don't think globally. Think globally, you can own anything in this world. You could dominate anything you want. Sometimes you gotta think like an elitist, even though you don't have it. Like they say, you have to be branded for success. You have to be conditioned for success. Understand that much. Somebody could give you $1 million right now, and I guarantee you, the same people, the same elitists will end up with your $1 million in their pocket off of doing nothing. Just because you're not branded and you're not braided and you're not, what's the word again? You're not conditioned for success. That's pretty much all it is. Success is not a term of a number. I can't hit $100,000 and say, oh shit, I'm successful. I'm at $100,000. No, success is what you make it. It's all a mindset at the same time. You know, you got to be conditioned for this. Being you has no success in it, has no profit in it as of this moment. Being me has no profit in it as of this moment. But when you come under the Federation, you bring everybody's assets together and we become something. Then We become a force to reckon with, no matter what it is that we partake in. No matter what it is we're making our money in. We become a force to be reckoned with because we're strong. We're 100,000 strong. We're 20,000 strong. We can start by just saying we're 500 strong. And that make noise on the internet, on the net, and globally. The only way you're going to get global is through the net. You can't get global at home not going overseas. The only way you get overseas is the net, internet, period. So we're going to be global, technically, through the internet. So we're going to dominate the internet. So we're going to bring this network into the Federation and get everybody who has a specialty in anything and bring the money to the table and, make it grow from there. It's all just a calculated idea to keep you with income coming in, to keep you eating off of everybody else's income at the same time. So Johnny cashes a check for $150. Mike cashes a check for $150. Susie cashes a check for $150. Everybody brings $5 to that table. They're going to eat. They're going to eat off those $5. Just $5. Now say we got 500 strong, say we got 1,000 strong, all depositing $5 per day or per week. Either way it go. We still got 1,000 people depositing $5, trying to make that income grow for all of us. We got 5,000 we're working with within that 1 week or within that 1 day. You understand? $5 grand a day. How would that suit you? What can we put that into? Let's say an office building. Now, the Federation has an office building. You can bring your supplies here. You can sell your supplies. You could market your ideas. You now have an email address as a business, as an address. And it's a physical location that you share with the other parties. Yeah, I reckon it'd be 500 people, 1,000 people, but everybody's not going to have that one building and one occupied the same day that you want to occupy or want to do whatever it is that you want to do. So what we do, we have board meetings. We have meetings if it's on Skype, if it's on a conference call, and we decide together as a collective group, what is this building that we just invested in going to be. We can use it for agricultural. We can grow stuff. We can use it for retail shop. We can sell stuff. This, that, and the third. We can, it's unlimited amount of power we have if we unify and connect and do it together under the Federation. Find us on Facebook. I say this because I back it up 100%. Yeah, I'm everywhere with it. If you ask me, if you look me up, I'm involved into 100 different things. That's because I want 100 different incomes. I'd rather have 10% of 100 things than 100% of only 10 things. Get that money. It's a mindset. Success is a mindset. I cannot preach that but so many times. You got to understand that. You got to be conditioned for success. So, with that being said, the Federation on Facebook is where to be. It's where to link up with. Because we're finna make major moves and I want you involved. I want you to bring your assets to us and we put it into play and make money together. I don't care what it is you do. You could just paint. You could just sell pottery. I don't care. As long as you have your own specialty that you can add to the base and make us even stronger. Like I said, we're trying to be global. Be the insider for the insiders. You understand me? It's the Federation. It is what it is. Add us, like us, share us, get involved. Salute.